must have heard a lot of things about marriage. If you want your marriage to be sweet, do this, do that, show your husband love, do this, buying gifts, do a lot of things for him, and your marriage will be sweet. You have heard about that, right? Now, today I want to be sharing with you 7 things you should avoid doing to your spouse. All right, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Olamide Adegoke. I speak on relationship, marriage, motherhood, Christian lifestyle. So teach Bible stories that can help edify you and make you a better person. If you are new here, you're welcome. Please, if you are watching me on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. And right now, like this video. And if you are watching me on Facebook, please follow me and like this video. Share with someone. I'm sure you're going to be blessed. All right, so let's get into it. 7 things you should avoid doing to your spouse. Number one. Avoid yelling at your spouse. In the early days of our marriage, I usually think that my husband will understand me more when I shout or when I yell or he would know I'm feeling. But no, I saw that it rather had a negative impact on our marriage. And thank for my husband who quickly corrected me and made me see that yelling at anyone doesn't make sense. It rather cause more harm, and I avoided that. As much as possible, avoid yelling at your husband or your wife. Number 2, avoid lying to your spouse. Lies. You see that word? It can break home. It can scatter home. One thing lie does to your marriage is that it reduces trust that your spouse has in you. And when trust is missing in a relationship, that relationship cannot be sweet, okay? I believe there's nothing so hard that you shouldn't be able to explain to your husband how it is. Why should you lie to your husband or wife? Why should you lie or hide? Eventually, when he discovers those things that you are hiding and you are lying about, it's going to have negative impact in your relationship. Number 3, please hear me. Do not disrespect your spouse. You see, respect is very, very, very important in relationship. One of the keys that hold relationship together is respect. I mean, if you love someone, you should be able to respect him or her. So please, on no occasion should you disrespect your spouse. Don't disrespect your spouse. Don't do that. It will cause your marriage harm. And you don't want that in your home, right? Number 4, do not starve your spouse. You hear me? 2 kinds of food. The physical, normal food that we eat, rice, beans, noodles, name all those kind of food. Don't starve your husband or wife, okay? Don't. And the other food in the other room, you know that food that I'm saying. Don't starve your spouse, because there are many chefs and cooks that are out there. Their aim, their target is to feed any man that is hungry. You know, they will feed them physical food, and at the same time they will give them that other food. You don't want your husband to be victim. You don't want your husband or wife to be prey. So avoid starving your husband. Please, today, start feeding your husband well. All right, you get that? Number 5, do not report your husband to anyone. Mark my word, anyone. You see, there is difference between going for counseling and reporting your spouse. 2 different things. If you go for counseling, you are rather going because you need help. But when you go about reporting your spouse, reporting your husband and wife to people, you are reducing the value, the respect that those people give to him. And that way it will affect your relationship then. Not his friend, not his family members, not your in-laws, not anyone, not your neighbors. Do not report your husband to anyone. And number 6, do not compare your husband with anyone. I need to let you know this comparison. Even the Bible says that those that compare themselves with themselves, they are not wise. If you go about comparing your husband with, especially when you have neighbors around, you have colleagues at work, and you are comparing your husband with, when you compare your husband or wife with someone else, it kind of reduces their self-esteem. And this can have a bad impact on your relationship. So avoid comparing your husband or wife with anyone. They are unique in their own way, and if you see that there is something that you don't like about them, instead of comparing them with someone else, encourage them to become better. Okay? Yeah. And lastly, number 7, do not abuse your spouse. My beloved viewer, abuse can have a lot of negative impact on your relationship. There is emotional abuse, there is physical abuse. There are a lot of marriages that have ended badly because of abuse. Some men and women, the way they abuse their spouses, it's so bad to hear. In fact, the sad part is that some people have lost their lives as a result of abuse. Do not abuse your spouse. Do not abuse your spouse in any way. Verbal abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse should be avoided as much as possible in your home. I want to pray for you that your home will be blessed. Your home will be full of joy and happiness. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Facebook. Alright, until I come your way once again, I remain your friend Olamide Adegoke. Bye.